has been way too long, and I'm really excited to share with you some new fragrances that I've recently added to my collection. Hi there, welcome to my channel, or welcome back, but if it is your first time here, hey, my name is Verity. It's been far too long since my last video. Things have just been really crazy recently, especially in my part of the world where I live. Things have been very different. So thank you for bearing with me and for all my lovely subscribers. I've really missed you guys. And I've got so much catching up to do. All my fragrance friends, I've missed so much content on YouTube, but I will be catching up and watching all of my favorite creators. Let's get straight into these new fragrances I've recently added. Armani's Power of You. I'm going to start with this one. This is the one I tried really hard to resist because I kept seeing everyone talking about this. It has been really hyped up. I really had a feeling I was going to enjoy this one because I love anything tropical, especially passion fruit. So when I heard one of the key notes in this is passion fruit, I was like, I need to go and smell this. Oh my gosh. Every time I smell this, I still am shocked at how absolutely delicious this is. This is probably like one of my favorite new releases so far this year. It is absolutely mouth-wateringly delicious. My kind of gourmand. It's tropical heaven. The passion fruit in here is so delicious and juicy and sweet. When you smell this, it's like you're tasting the fruits. It's really clever. You've got orange and lemon in the opening, so it has that citrus sweetness. Really refreshing at the same time. You've got vanilla, you've got frangipani. This smells like a passion fruit martini with the creamiest froth on the top. When you lick it off the top of your lips, that is how this smells. It is delicious. And one thing I really enjoy about this is the fruity note is present throughout the whole wear. It never disappears, it never becomes just a vanilla or just a musky scent. You still smell that passion fruit for hours and hours. It is so good. Birkholz Romance in Florence. There is something about this kind of scent profile that I just absolutely fall for every time. It is one of those really fresh, fruity, kind of shampoo-y scents. I have a thing for these kind of clean, fruity, shampoo-y type of scents. And the weird thing is, and I know I'm not the only one to say this, but this fragrance, the notes really don't line up to me at all with what I smell in this scent. Notes listed for this are cypriol oil, white musk, vanilla, saffron, cardamom, tonka bean, and gaiac wood. I get like a fruity floral with this scent, a very clean, fresh, shampoo-y, fruity floral. So I don't know what is happening. I don't know why that is. It makes me feel fresh and clean and feminine. It's a really playful, girly scent. If you like fragrances like Prada Paradox or some of the Valentino's Born in Roma scents, this is that kind of similar vibe. Quite a refreshing one for like spring and summertime. I'm really enjoying this. Oh my gosh, I have to be really careful with this one and treat it like it's the crown jewels. Louis Vuitton's Symphony. This is a dream fragrance for me. Firstly, the bottle is so lovely. It's like a work of art, isn't it? This is now officially the most expensive fragrance in my collection, so I have to treasure this. This is extra special for me because my husband bought this for me for our wedding anniversary as a gift. He knew that I was not going to buy this for myself. There was no way I was ever going to drop that amount on this fragrance, but I'm really grateful and pleased that he did buy it for me, and it makes it more special that he bought it for our anniversary. It's really lovely. But oh my gosh, this is the best citrus fragrance I have ever got my nose on. It is gorgeous. It really is beautiful. The grapefruit, the bergamot, the ginger in here, all blended so beautifully. I can't even necessarily put my finger on the exact fruits because I smell more than grapefruit. I know there's some orange in here. It's like a cocktail of the most refreshing, delicious fruits. It's bright, it's sparkling, it's almost like a little bit fizzy as well. But boy, is this smooth. It is smooth, it's refined, and it is eternal. This has the most incredible longevity. The fact that it is so long lasting lasting, it projects, it gets compliments. Another one that I'm going to be using throughout spring and summertime. I'm gonna have to be a little bit stingy with this one because of the price, but you only need a little bit of this. It really does give great performance. So happy to have this. Bottega Colpo de Soleil. I did treat myself to this one because I had been pining after this fragrance for a long time and I didn't go into buying it lightly. I've been testing this for months and months and months and trying to resist buying it because it's another one that I didn't really want to spend that amount on. I've never smelled anything quite like this. I've got similar scent profiles, but there's something about the way this has been done that just really makes me happy when I smell it. And I couldn't resist. I was actually addicted to smelling this. Every time I would go to the mall, I'd go and spray this. Colpo de Soleil literally means hit of sun. And it smells like the sun has been bottled up in here. It's so stunning. Orange blossom, you've got musk, you've got ambrette. Transports me instantly to being on a beautiful sunny holiday somewhere, like in the Mediterranean. This also has that boutique-y type of scent. The muskiness smells like when you walk into a luxury boutique or hotel. I'm having a real moment with orange blossom neroli scents. I cannot get enough of them. The only thing I would say about this fragrance is that it doesn't give the longest performance, not like Symphony. Symphony is eternal. This I would say is like a bit more of a moderate longevity, which is very annoying for the price. But because the scent is so beautiful, I feel like I can let it slide when usually I wouldn't. I would not usually pay this much if the performance was not good. It's not bad, it's just moderate. So if you don't mind respraying your scent, then yeah, this is a lovely, lovely fragrance, and it does turn into more of like a skin scent. It's not beast mode, it's more intimate, but it is so beautiful. And yeah, it's one worth trying if you love your orange blossom, neroli, musky kind of scents. I would compare it to something like Celine's Parade. That kind of scent profile is stunning. Nectar Olfactive's Melipona. I absolutely love this fragrance house. The other one I have, which I've spoken about, is Secret du Nil. Oof. That perfume is amazing. This was on my wish list. I have been sampling a few, but this one, oh my gosh, this is such a stunning vanilla. It's not just your straightforward sweet gourmand type of scent. Yes, it is sweet, but in like an almost delicate way, a bit like powdered sugar. I imagine this is how like a little cute fairy would smell. Really delicate, really soft, gentle. It's a vanilla that is actually quite angelic. You've got bourbon vanilla, you've got amber, vanilla sugar and musk in here. This is very cocooning and very cozy. Although it's not a beast mode vanilla, it's perfect for me. I'm not always into crazy heavy sweet vanillas. I feel like there's a time and a place for those, but this one you could wear every day and it's incredible. So those are my recent new additions, but I would love to know what you have recently added to your collection. So please do drop me some comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Take care, bye.